is a neat little piece of equipment. This is actually 7-in-1. This is going to be a workbench. It's what's called a creeper, which is what they lay on to be able to get underneath automobiles on wheels. It's a dolly that will hold up to 300 pounds. It also becomes a scaffolding that allows you to stand on it to be able to reach things like gutters, and instead of being on a rung of a ladder like a bird on a wire, you've got your feet secure. It does a lot, but I want to show it to you. My buddy who is a representative for this, Nick Antolik, did a great videotape showing the uses, so let's roll that.
I absolutely love this workbench. I don't have a shop in my garage, so whenever I have a project to do, this is the surface area that I'm using. But what I love even more is how easily this converts into so many different functions. So from that workbench down to a platform, this is gonna support 550 pounds. So whether I'm gardening, painting, even using this to water the flower boxes, inside or outside the home, this is what I use. Now by disengaging the safety locks, pushing this down, and disengaging these wheels, I'm gonna be able to put it down really low. What that's great for is if you or anybody that you know is gonna be using this for maybe working on a vehicle, or for me, getting down into the crawl space, I'm able to use this, lie down, and get in those really tight places. How I use it most often though, is by converting it into a dolly that's gonna be able to support 330 pounds. So taking stuff out to the curb, bringing stuff in from the car, it's super quick and easy. The best part though, is that workbench stores really, really small. So it's lightweight, stays at about 4 inches wide. And now, no matter what the project is, this is a tool that's gonna get the job done.
Yeah. It does all of that and more. Nick is joining us live from his home, broadcasting from his workshop. Nick, good morning to you. How are you?
Dan, doing great. You know, it's change of seasons. We've got a million projects to do, and this is what I'm using. I don't have that workbench in my house, and now I do because of this workbench. It's incredibly well built, Dan. So any of these projects, this is what I'm using. But what we love about this workbench is that it's professional grade. So we hear all the time that contractors are using this as that professional grade workbench. They have the components in the front there, 2 AC plugs, 2 USB ports as well. But the great thing here, Dan, that I know you love, is that when we're using this as a workbench, sturdy, safe, and secure. But with 2 clicks of a button here, I can push this down, and now instantly it's into that platform, Dan, and 550 pounds. So whether it's hanging Christmas decorations, painting, cleaning the windows, instead of using an older step stool or something like that, I have complete control in using this as that platform.
It's all about being better organized, managing your time. One of my favorite parts of it when I use it as a workbench is up here, because my camera will show it a little easier than yours. I've got 2 power plugs, but then I also have an on-off switch. You know, if I'm working with a table saw or with a circular saw, and I need to change the blade, theoretically, I should have to go all the way back to the wall outlet, unplug it, come back, do my work. With this, I can use the kill switch, shut everything off, do the work, and then a couple seconds later, be right back to doing what I need to do. It is brilliantly engineered. It really is. They did such a nice job on it, and it's just the perfect height for me. I know that you can raise and lower the legs, but it's also the right size. It's not too big, it's manageable, and it's easy. And I have beat the daylights out of the one that I have, and it keeps coming back for more. So I think it's a great gift, and I don't think it's too early in the season to be thinking about gift giving.
I did this last year for the first time, and that's what we thought it was. Wow, this is a great gift for any guy or girl on your list who's going to be doing those house projects, who needs a little bit more counter space. Maybe it's just for wrapping Christmas presents. But then we found out people are using it all around the house. It stores so low, light and easy, but there you're seeing it. Anytime you need to get up, instead of using that old ratty step stool, now you have something that's going to do all those things, and it's going to do them really, really well. I love, Dan, what we're going to show here is as it goes down into that car creeper, it's going to get super low, and that's how you store it. This is that old workbench that I was using before to get me to help do things like raise the Christmas tree decorations that are coming. But now, whether I'm standing on this to clean windows, if I'm doing that project like painting, I have all the tools that I need on board that come with the bench, like this tray here, that you're going to be able to use for those projects. And like I showed you before, Dan, in 2 clicks here, I'm going to take this, scaffolding extension here, drop this down, and Dan, this is how easy this table will store away. I can simply click this back in, drop this guy down, and now that workbench, professional grade workbench, can store in about 4 inches.
Hang it on the wall. That's what I do.
That's right. Yeah.
My projects, I have a workshop at my house, but the projects that I need to do are in different rooms of my house. I just recently remodeled a 2nd-story bedroom as a guest room because I didn't have anybody in my house for almost 2 years now. But at Thanksgiving time, I've got family coming over. So we completely gutted a bedroom that was built in the early 1800s and brought it up to new. So this is what I worked off of, and it made life a lot easier. I highly recommend it, and you don't even have to be a do-it-yourselfer to appreciate all the 7 things it does. Nick, how much sleep did you get with that baby last night?
We're doing better. I'm up to like 4.5 hours now.
That's beautiful. Congratulations again as a new daddy. It is always good to see you. Hopefully we'll get you back into the studio here someday soon. Be well, my friend. Be well.
Thanks, Dan.
All right. This is the neatest little